Kuramjoy, good evening. You are watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV, and I'm Victoria Rajkumari. Before we begin, let's take a look at the headlines first. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren announces centre's approval for construction of 7,000 houses in an effort to relocate displaced families staying at schools and colleges. 12-hour band enforced in Churachandpur district over molestation of 10-year-old girl. DC imposed curfew. Southern Tangkhul Students' Union and Eastern Student Union oppose government's policy of border fencing. Demand immediate halt, claiming Manipur's boundary extends to Ningthi River. Department of Law, Manipur University, Professor Premananda stresses importance of history and tradition in identifying a community. Calls for global public platform. Zaliat Wildlife Sanctuary affected villages take out protest rally against proposed Zaliat Wildlife Sanctuary in Makwai, a village in Tamil Nadu. Calls it illegal. And Manipur police arrests 6 cadres of proscribed KCP in extortion-related case. Recovers arms and ammunition in Churachandpur and Kopching districts. Well, we extend our welcome and gratitude to our dearest viewers for supporting the most trusted and first ever OTT platform, SKTV, in Manipur that can be watched globally. Now to top stories. Chief Minister Nongthombam Biren stated that the centre has given approval to set up 7,000 new recent Delhi visit. Chief Minister Biren said he has informed union ministers about conditions of road connectivity and the poor road infrastructure in the state. And Union Minister has agreed to settle the compensation issue regarding development of national highway infrastructures in the state. Chief Minister further added that Union Minister Nitin Gadkari has also given approval to construct cement concrete road in major routes of both hills and valley areas of Manipur. Chief Minister Biren also assured to repair the roads in the state which were impacted by recent floods. Speaking further, Chief Minister Biren announced that the football stadium project worth 220 crore rupees has been approved. He also announced a special relief package ahead of Ningol Chakoba and Diwali with 1,000 rupees to be given to each internally displaced person in relief camps. Addressing concerns over delayed payments, Chief Minister Biren assured that salaries and pensions for government employees will be released by October 31st.
Ningol Chakoba and Diwali, very important festival of Manipur and India. Just we are going to provide 1,000 rupees, 1,000 per head to the displaced persons. As before, we have already distributed 4 times. Well, 5 times, we are going to distribute 1,000 each to the East Inmet. Around it will cost 6-7 crores. And above that, we are also going to release the pay and the allowance of the government employees, including pencils, before 31st this October, so that they can be used in the Diwali and the Ningol Chakoba. So, government is doing our best for the welfare of the peoples. Honorable Minister Gadkari has sanctioned around 1,000 crores for development of the lap-out highway places in the state of Manipur. Then another 175 crore for the construction of the concrete road in the district headquarters of the hills is also already agreed by the ministry. And I appreciate the Honorable Minister Kiran Rijiju. He agreed to sanction around 200 to 220 crores to construct a world-class football stadium in Manipur.
12-hour band enforced at Tuibong Market in Churachandpur after a shop was torched by irate mob following molestation of a 10-year-old girl by a shopkeeper. Band supporters blocked road, burnt tires, etc. Meanwhile, DC of Churachandpur district, Dharun Kumar, has imposed prohibitory orders under Section 163 of BNSS 2023 from 6 a.m. today until further notice. A press meet was organized by SDPO of Churachandpur District Police, Pandey, and Women Police Station OC, Chinleilam Gangte on the matter. Speaking to media, OC Chinleilam Gangte stated that a shopkeeper named Zakir molested a 10-year-old girl who came to buy hairband at his shop at Tuibong Market on October 21st. Following complaints raised to Women Police, a case has been registered under POCSO Act. On the next day, that is October 22nd, Zakir surrendered at the Women Police Station, after which a charge sheet was framed. She maintained that the Women Police have collected documentation and evidences regarding the incident. Moreover, SDPO Pandey has appealed to the people not to spread false information on social media.
On 21st October 2024, received a written report stating that 10-year-old minor girl was sexually molested on 11 October 2024 at around 8 a.m. by one shopkeeper, namely Mr. Zakir, at Tuibong Bazaar. Hence, a case was registered on 21 October 2024 at 5:30 p.m. under FIR number 07 Clause 10 2024 Women PS Churachandpur under Section 8 of POCSO Act 2012. And after proper verification, he was arrested in connection with the case. The police teams of Women Police Station are working very hard in completion of documentation and collecting necessary evidence in order to submit the charge sheet within a week.
As it is clear that the Women Police Station team is working very hard to help the victim get justice. I request everyone to please not take law and order in their hands and help them getting the victim real justice as early as possible. I request public support. Please do not share wrong information, rumors, as it can lead to delay of justice which no one wants. Once again, I request you to please stand with the police as we continue on the path of law.
Southern Tangkhul Students' Union and Eastern Students' Union have voiced strong opposition to BJP-led central and state governments' ongoing efforts for border fencing in Kamjong and Ukhrul districts. Speaking to media person at Manipur Press Club, Southern Tangkhul Students' Union President Yarijo Kaungshung stated that Manipur's territory extends to Ningthi River and any fencing efforts that do not consider this boundary is flawed. He highlighted the long-standing error in the border pillar placement that occurred during the Congress administration, which is now being continued under the BJP government. He emphasized that a formal letter was sent to the Chief Minister of Manipur on September 20th, urging an immediate halt to the fencing work. However, despite this appeal, an official order was issued on October 17 to proceed with the DPR for the fencing work. Meanwhile, Eastern Student Union President Wongnawthan Chintung reiterated the ancestral statement that Manipur's eastern boundary stretches up to the Ningthi River. Both unions demand an immediate cessation of the border fencing process, warning that failure to address their concerns could lead to undesirable consequences for which BJP governments at both state and central levels will be held responsible.
Kabo Valley have say Manipur ki khunne. Manipur ki lamne hai na hoje hai na ribni. Adubu fencing tawuni hai na hai basa. Ekoi kona muga regret lakani. Kona regret lak tabu shuruk budi. Hoje fencing se tawdu bida. Thingjan khibasina. Khoi dia chumani hai basa. Ekoi Southern Tangkhul Student Union. Romdagi ekoi phondok chari. Ekoi ki dimana sidi tawba suya yaroi hai bni. Adna kurigumba moina survey changba or district administration romdagi khangde law and order romdagi khangde any force the Kangde, fencing Togani, Hina Lakpa, Mio Kudimakto, Eko Yeknabuni, Eko Yabashunga Mamoy, Karigumba, Equina Haibuda, Tausha Bidibida, Nampu Sapuda Taurodi, Eko Shu, Adu Chap Jabba, Stand Tauruga, face Togani have said, मीडिया के थ्रू दा पिजरी
अखोइनदी निंथी तुरेन हाइना चतनै निंथी तुरेन से अखोइगी अदु फाव अखोइगी लमनी अदुना बॉर्डर से होजिक फाव मोइना सिदा थोगा तौगनी हाबसे अखोइदी सुंगा यारोइबा अखोइगी बॉर्डर दी निंथी तुरेन फावनी अखोइदी अदु चप चाने लेपुनी अखोइना
The NPF and MSU have expressed strong opposition to the proposed construction of Indo-Myanmar border fencing in Naga areas without first addressing the traditional boundary disputes. In the press release, the organizations reiterated their stance from an earlier statement on August 5th, which also highlighted the need for holding the long overdue Autonomous District Council ADC elections. The NPF-MSU urged the government to conduct these elections at the earliest in line with the cabinet's decision, arguing that any further delays undermine the democratic rights of the grassroots people. The organizations also condemned any unconstitutional measures that may hinder the smooth functioning of the administration, emphasizing that restoring a local self-governance through timely elections is essential for delivering justice to the hill communities. Head and Associate Professor of Department of Law, Manipur University, Dr. Yumnam Pramananda, has stressed the importance of history and tradition in identifying a community during a felicitation ceremony held at Naurem Sanajauba Public Library Hall. The felicitation program, organized by National Research Center NRC, honored by DM University Political Science Associate Professor Dr. Arambam Noni, International Peace and Social Advancement Working President Churachandpur and Human Rights and Environmental Activist Churachandpur for their participation in the 57th session of United Nations Human Rights Council UNHRC in Geneva. In his address, Dr. Pramananda lauded the contributions of the three participants at the UNHRC session, highlighting the significance of discussing international laws alongside Indian laws in addressing the state's ongoing conflict. He cautioned against relying solely on separation to resolve internal conflicts, suggesting that the situation could be better addressed with the balanced global perspective. He urged people to refrain from one-sided judgments and emphasized the need for global opinion in resolving such issues.
Kabo ko na khangba promote ka ta ma ngai la bi ra la ta ku culture se kabo ko mari subject expansion ikan ko chari adu ko su subject ya ko portion to ndo hai para kan kanan hai ku bi amo e la akoi ki yang phaptai se domain subject expansion ku ta ni chi bera ni ko leba nga ko ko si nga ku ni akoi the government definition khandi la government ma sa government definition khandi la lu se speaker ki function khandi la Chief Minister and Council Minister, man, Bakuni, Government Committee, Council Minister, Chief Minister, Government, Parliament decision lawyer, it is at the government of the other Pudilla, Luraka, Vice of any decision local Pudilla there. Other than liberalize it, Assembly, Emily, who can hire this how we went. A two months, young scholar limited, what their personal minimum target of the name. Was I was cannot accumulate because Mayama La Su talk about the government of Sakira. Was I talking about the people that I was saying? By our land, to talk about me is what I thought. I don't know if we come with the college.
Zaliad Wildlife Sanctuary affected villages today held a protest rally against proposed Zaliad Wildlife Sanctuary at Makwai village under Tausam subdivision in Tamenglong district. Villages of Makwai, Athengba, Charingnapang, Impakang, Impa Ningdi, Jingkau, Taijingjang, Tongtao, Singkonglong and other neighboring villages took part in the rally. Speaking on the sidelines, a protester named Ramnu Lung said that their villages have been arbitrarily declared as Zaliad Wildlife Sanctuary in collusion with some vested interest individuals without the knowledge or obtaining the consent of the affected villages. The declaration of Zaliad Wildlife Sanctuary was made in clear violation of the provisions for declaration of sanctuary under the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. The Act provides that the notification under Section 18 is to be published in every affected villages requiring any person claiming any right mentioned in Section 19 to prefer before the collector within 2 months from the date of such proclamation. The collector is required to inquire into the claim and determine the existence, nature and extent of the rights of any person in or over the land comprised within the limits of the sanctuary. However, the notification dated 22nd October 1997 issued by the district collector was not published or made known to the affected villages. While demanding the withdrawal of the proposed wildlife sanctuary, the protester urged government and relevant authority to consult the affected villages and to carry out social impact assessment study. He aided in the name of protecting wildlife spaces, the well-being as well as livelihood of poor villages who depends mostly on forest for their livelihood have been greatly affected and put under immense threat. Protesters held various placards such as "Our land, our identity, respect indigenous people's rights, save human first, no to Zayed Wildlife Sanctuary, no to all exploration," etc. Manipur police arrested 6 cadres and associates of proscribed outfit Kangleipak Communist Party People's War Group from Porompat yesterday. According to police, they were involved in illegal arms transactions, extortion from general public, private firms and government offices. Upon receiving reliable input about extortion activities in and around Jennings Hospital, a joint team consisting of Imphal East District Police and Manipur Police Anti-Extortion Squad carried out search operation in which Oinam Abung Meitei, aged 31 years, Laimapokpam Hari Meitei, aged 53 years, Yaikom Lukhoi, aged 32 years, Oinam Bijan Meitei, aged 25 years, Irengbam Ongbi Inaubi Devi, aged 38 years, and Moirangtem Ichan, aged 20 years, were arrested. Along with the arresting with the militants, the security forces also recovered the 4-wheeler, 2 two-wheelers, 6 mobile phones and a total of rupees 3,88,950 from their possession. The arrested persons along with the seized items have been handed over to relevant police stations. In another operation, illegal arms were seized from different locations in Churachandpur district yesterday. Security forces discovered 2 local-made pumpy, 2 electric detonators, 1 local-made 9mm pistol along with magazine, 3 local-made improvised hand grenades, 2 local-made pumpy ammunitions from Thawarilok and its adjoining area in Churachandpur. In another search operation that was conducted at Lamjang Forest Hill Range adjoining Bongbal village in Churachandpur, security forces also recovered 1 .303 rifle, 2 .303 live rounds along with the magazine, 1 pumpy, 1 single barrel gun. Meanwhile, security forces consisting of Kokching Commando Unit, Kokching Police personnel recovered arms and ammunitions from bushes near Wabagai Buffalo Farm under Kokching district today. Upon receiving a specific input, the joint team conducted search at the area near Wabagai Buffalo Farm in which 1 Insas rifle, 1 country-made 9mm pistol with magazine, 3 carbine magazines, 3.36 hand grenades, 4 9mm live ammunitions, 4 fired cartridges of Insas rifle, 10 fired cartridges of AK rifle ammunition, 2 tear smoke grenades, 4 tear smoke cells, 1 Baufen set, 1 BP cover and black leather boot were recovered in the search operation. A case has been taken up at Kokching Police Station for further investigations. Following SKTV's news regarding spread of unknown disease in Paraidong village in Technopal district's Machi block, doctors and health staffs of Primary Health Center Machi visited Paraidong village and carried out health camp at the quarter of pastor of the village. Speaking to SKTV News over the phone in this regard, MO in charge of PAC Machi, Dr. Mordun Khul, informed that the team inspected about 60 individuals from the village and most of the people have common symptoms of cough and lower respiratory tract infection. However, the doctor concluded that the illness may have been resulted due to seasonal change and it is not serious in nature. He also informed that medicines were also provided to villages during the health camp.
I giving Dr. Modungkul PhD Machi medical officer ni ngasi parengtong ge na haibumna aina lecture adugumba khangda ma lere habitu paw haibaga tungina ko health camp lak sabang sigi ge koi yengle patient 60 muk examine tawre ko aduda koi na yama phangwase koi na acute respiratory tract infection koi ge lower respiratory tract infection lok khuba ko ayam symptoms se lai yam kana sab ko to su kya thingna de ayam lok khu ko ni thingnai ko so adumai oire aduga yam serious oiba patient yam kinunga aduguma maksu thingna de aduna hojiki aying asa olakbagi adugi changes laibagi lokhu bokot pase even parent khakta nate atopa khunda su ko oi adum yam thengnai oi da lakpa patient oina ko
makata na kari gumba thoidokpa nungnang ningai oiba kasu leitre ko doctor
adumakti leite insurance pay ge adumakti leite
hida langthang na kamai tawbo doctor
dak langthak ki se khoi PhD na adum tawrani adubo hojiki di khoi isana adum leira ka purga pikre boidadi ko the patient is so room bond or any have a discussion number the squad. Ambulance to the community.
Okay, I'm no doctor. Punjasing na Kogi Tamukwa Pogdam Matumina SKTV News na Kogi Hariba, Punjasing Sigi Awabatabu or Su Matamatam Gilaiba, Koirina Lion, Sindagi Kogi Natong of Gitamaka SKTV na Kogi Punjasing interest Kogi Mahamadu Dumba report Masam Tang Pongzeraga, Nasi Doctor Hoina Lapidana, Mahamadu Wington Bidana, Adigi Anabasing Lang, Vigitamukta Su, Hania Litan, Takatari and the Pondusago doctor.
Let's have a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Keep watching SKTV News.
Mobile furniture na lagliba wedding season asigi anau ba contemporary wedding set furniture sing puduna lakchari loina na Manipur ihan han ba oina wedding set laibi ba matamda 24 karat ki 5 gram ki gold coin free gift oina bizari mayam lengsin biraktuna mobile furniture ki 3rd edition the great wedding sales gold offer asi pre booking tobiduna khudong chaba silobi ho
offer asi akupa information khambina ba idamakta sangai product laiba mobile furniture la lengsin biro.
Welcome back. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin on SKTV. Now proceeding with other news. Chief Electoral Officer Manipur has written to political parties in the state to attend a meeting on October 29 on the matter relating to draft publication on photo electoral roll 2025 with January 1st, 2025 as qualifying date. The later issued by Joint Chief Electoral Officer Manipur Ramananda Nomaikapam urged President or General Secretary of Aam Aadmi Party Manipur Unit, Nahujan Samaj Party State Unit, Bharatiya Janata Party Manipur Unit, CPI Marja State Unit, Indian National Congress Manipur, National People's Party, Communist Party of India, Naga People's Front and Janata Dal United to attend the meeting, which will be held at 2:30 p.m. at Conference Hall of Chief Electoral Officer Imphal on October 29. Supreme Court of India has issued a directive to end child marriage throughout the country by the year 2030. The ruling came in response to a petition filed by the Society for Enlightenment and Voluntary Action in Seva and activist Nirmal Gaurana, both part of the Child Marriage Free India CMFI campaign, which has been actively working towards the eradication of this social evil. The apex court, led by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud, along with Justices J.B. Pardiwala and Manoj Mishra, declared that child marriage, particularly the practice known as Kim Thinglao Kigen, must be completely abolished. The court emphasized that child marriage is a violation of human rights and a major barrier to societal progress. Founder of Child Marriage Free India campaign, Bhuvan Ribhu, has expressed optimism about the ruling, stating this judgment marks a turning point in India's battle against child marriage. The judgment has been held by activists and NGOs like Director of IRMA, Nangle Hind Khaukip, one of the supporting organizations, who praised the ruling as a major step forward in the fight against child marriage. She emphasized that coordinated efforts by state governments, NGOs and local communities are essential to ensuring the Supreme Court's mandate is achieved.
Child Marriage Free India campaign is a coalition of over 200 NGO working in more than 400 districts across the country to end child marriage by 2030. Bhuvan Ripu, founder Child Marriage Free India campaign, said the Supreme Court and government efforts has shown that they care for children, and it is a time for the rest of us to show up and stop this social crime. That Child Marriage Free India campaign has stopped more than 120,000 child marriages in the year 2023-24 alone, and creating over 50,000 child marriage-free villages in India. Thank you.
Chairman of KVK Bishnupur, T.H. Chauba, has encouraged young people in the state to focus on self-reliance through self-employment instead of waiting for government jobs. T.H. Chauba was speaking during a program that was held in connection with PM Vishwakarma scheme at Mutlau Krishi Vigyan Kendra KVK in Bishnupur district today. General Manager of DIC Bishnupur, Ahebam Lokan, Head District Manager Y. Ipochau, State Engagement Officer of NSDC, Senior Scientist K.H. Brajamani attended the program. Speaking in the program, T.H. Chauba urged youths in the state to prepare themselves for employment opportunities that will arrive once the violent conflict ends in the state. He expressed confidence that companies based outside the state will come in with job opportunities, and youths in the state must take advantage of this opportunity.
Manipur yang saya soalnya loirani loirbo matungdadi loir nena karakanda tohoina sadde program nasara tauchijaba lani company mein Manipur si amna othok laiba mana masingdagi karidagi hila kiran yam leihaba ai champu na haide yam samongani koina toboya company mein am Manipur fujal bukanda company to the Tavok direct Chambaya, indirect Nani self employment and Sari Poti Yonava, Taginava, Prehikuna Mutavaya, Aduna, self employment, Nasavu, Nasana, Pijama, direct employment, other indirect employment, Kanu.
CPIM Manipur State Committee Secretary Ketrimim Shanta, speaking at the 20th local conference held in Jiribam's Sorok Atingbi, has criticized division among ruling leaders, blaming it for the chaotic conditions in the state. He emphasized that rather than working towards resolving the ongoing conflict, leaders have become preoccupied with power struggles. Shanta further criticized the double-engine BJP government for failing to address the crisis and urged for building collective strength through agitation, which is the only way to save the state. The local conference also observed a 2-minute silence in remembrance of CPIM leaders and those who have lost their lives in the conflict. Moreover, Jiribam local committee was formed, appointing Aziz Hadar as secretary for the next term.
Hojik Prajabiyamgi awaba leiba se ishingi matikchana phangdaba aduga akoi lambi thongi jo chadaba education gi akoi jibam higher secondary satasina andalo jangsaliba masida akoi transfer wajasing lakhan bangamdriba asigu sing ase akoi ngasi sarkar asi failure ni masida datana jibamda akoi ahing khudingi tangdu leitadaba akoi nupi oibisina akoi lambi da thorotana aduga yaretana akoi leiba akibu tujumase masi kohon bangamdribase leiba sarkar asi akoi marali.
Assam Rifles has extended support to the villages of Tharong in Tamenglong district on October 2nd to 23rd by assisting in local infrastructure development. Responding to the community's request, the Assam Rifles helped upgrade the village football ground by clearing debris, enabling the area to host local tournaments. Besides, they constructed a drainage system to prevent flooding and reduce waterborne diseases. The villagers expressed their gratitude for the assistance, noting that the improvements not only motivated the local youths but also reinforced their trust in the security forces. Chairman of MPCC Kishan Congress Manipur L. Nando and ex-MP Dr. T. Mainia, in association with UNICEF and IIT Kanpur and Oil India Limited, provided affordable school bags to students of Farming Court Angawadi Center in Kamong, Langomzam, Maninglekai today. Speaking on the sidelines, Chairman of MPCC Kishan Congress Manipur, Laishram Nando, said the initiative was taken up to provide assistance to students from economically weaker families in their education. President of Kontauzam Block Congress Committee, Kalinjao Kabui, Angawadi worker Chunambam Meena Kumari, helper Irom Roshni, along with others, attended the program.
ꯄꯤꯛꯂꯤꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯃꯗꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯝꯂꯤꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡ ꯑꯁꯤꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯄꯤꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯃꯦꯁꯦꯖꯇꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯂꯩꯔꯤꯕ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯒꯤ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯗ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯝꯕꯁꯤ ꯆꯠꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯃꯅꯤꯄꯨꯔꯗ ꯏꯀꯣꯅꯣꯃꯤꯛ ꯑꯁꯨꯛꯀꯤ ꯃꯇꯤꯛ ꯁꯣꯟꯊꯔꯛꯏꯕ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯅꯨꯡꯁꯥꯒꯤ ꯐꯤꯕꯝ ꯐꯠꯂꯛꯇ꯭ꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯁꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯑꯉꯥꯡ ꯑꯃ ꯁꯦꯝꯕ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯄ꯭ꯔꯥꯏꯚꯦꯠ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜꯗ ꯇꯝꯕ ꯇꯥꯔꯒꯗꯤ ꯂꯥꯏꯔꯤꯛ ꯇꯝꯕꯒ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯊꯤꯕ ꯈꯪꯗꯦ ꯏꯃꯨꯡ ꯑꯃꯗ ꯌꯥꯝ ꯆꯥꯎꯕ ꯑꯦꯛꯁꯄꯦꯟꯗꯤꯆꯔ ꯄꯩꯁꯥ ꯆꯠꯄꯅꯤꯅ ꯏꯟꯀꯝ ꯁꯣꯔꯁ ꯃꯔꯥꯡ ꯀꯥꯏꯅ ꯂꯥꯛꯄ ꯅꯠꯇꯕꯅꯤꯅ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟ ꯁ꯭ꯀꯨꯜ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟꯅ ꯊꯥꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯐꯕ ꯑꯣꯖꯥ ꯒꯣꯔꯃꯦꯟ ꯊꯝꯃꯤꯕꯁꯤꯗ ꯇꯝꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯉꯤ ꯍꯥꯏꯕꯒꯤ ꯋꯥꯈꯜꯂꯣꯟꯗꯅꯤ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯑꯪꯒꯋꯥꯗꯤ ꯁꯕ ꯁꯦꯟꯇꯔꯁꯤꯡꯁꯤꯗ ꯆꯠꯇꯅ ꯄꯤꯕ ꯑꯉꯥꯡꯁꯤꯡꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯉꯁꯤ ꯇꯧꯖꯔꯤꯕ ꯈꯨꯗꯝ ꯑꯁꯤ.
Now the sports news. Manipur's Equestrian Association, in short MEA, is intensifying its preparation for the 38th National Games scheduled in Uttarakhand from January 28 to February 14, 2025. The MEA's technical committee has appointed K. Dhanachandra Sharma as the manager and Salam Girimohan Singh as the coach of the state's equestrian team, reflecting their focus on early and comprehensive planning. Chairman of the Technical Committee, N. Bedajid, highlighted the importance of timely preparation, noting that building a connection between horse and a rider is essential for competition success. Coach Salam Girimohan mentioned that selection trials for riders will be held soon, followed by advanced training in Dirbukar. Kundrakpam Kankut defeated Oinam C. Kankut in the ongoing first Oinam Kendra-wise Open and 60 above Lik Kam Knockout Kang Tournament 2024, which is being held at Radha Mandav Kangshang in Kaino Tongtak Awang Lekai. In the Group B clash today, Kundrakpam Kankut beat Oinam C. Kankut with a scoreline of 19-6. In the ongoing 66th Sir Churachandpur Memorial Lake Kam Knockout Open Kang Tournament 2024, Klasha A. Kaino Kankut beat Bhagavati Wabagai Kankut 39 in a Group C Lake match. The tournament is being jointly organized by Hok Kakching and Walda at Walida Kangshang in Wabagai, Awang Lekai. LSK Wangoi Kankut will take on Lak Kongampat Kankut in the next match tomorrow. A total of 12 teams are competing in the tournament, which is being held under the aegis of Manipur Kang Association. Now the weather report. The Indian Meteorological Department IMD has issued warning regarding Cyclone Danna, currently situated over the east central Bay of Bengal. As of 11:30 a.m. IST today, the storm was centered near latitude 16.7 degree north and longitude 89.3 degree east, approximately 490 kilometers southeast of Paradip, Odisha. Cyclone Danna has been moving northwest at the speed of 13 km per hour and is expected to intensify with a severe cyclonic storm by early morning on October 24, 2024. Meteorologists predicts that the storm will cross the North Odisha and West Bengal coast between Puri and Sagar Island, specifically near Bhitarkanika and Dharmara during the night of October 24th to the morning of October 25th. Authorities anticipate wind speeds of 100 to 110 km per hour with gusts potentially reaching 120 km/h, prompting the IMD to issue an orange message for the coastal regions of Odisha and West Bengal. This warning urges residents and local governments to prepare for severe weather conditions, including heavy rainfall and strong winds. And before we wrap up, let's take a quick look at the headlines once again. Chief Minister Nongthammam Biren announces centre's approval for construction of 7,000 houses in an effort to relocate displaced families staying at schools and colleges. 12-hour bunt and force in Churachandpur district over molestation of 10-year-old girl. DC imposed curfew. Southern Tangkol Students' Union and Eastern Students' Union oppose government's policy of border fencing. Demand immediate halt, claiming Manipur's boundary extends to Ningthi River. Department of Law MU Professor Pramananda stresses importance of history and tradition in identifying a community. Calls for global public platform. Zaliet Wildlife Sanctuary affected villages take out protest rally against proposed Zaliet Wildlife Sanctuary in Makwai village in Tamenglong. Calls it illegal. And Manipur police arrests 6 cadres of proscribed KCP in extortion-related case. Recovers arms and ammunition in Churachandpur and Kopching districts. Well, that's all we have for today. Thank you for watching SKTV News, the first ever OTT platform in Manipur. Please visit SKTV website, that is skyic.in, to download SKTV app. You can now access Google Play Store to download the app for free. SKTV iOS app is now accessible on Apple App Store as well. For early access, use the QR code. Join us for real-time news updates, exclusive interviews and comprehensive analysis of current affairs in Manipur. Till then, good night.